Welcome to Soweto Kaizer Football. Don't forget to subscribe and press the bell icon to be the first to get the latest news. Richards Bay vs Kaiser Chiefs preview, prediction and betting tips, Betway Premiership. Richards Bay host Kaiser Chiefs in the Betway Premiership on Wednesday, August 26, 2026. The Natal-rich boys are still chasing their first league win of the season, while Amakasi arrive in confident mood after an unbeaten start under new head coach Fernando de Cruz. A late change of venue means the match will now be played at Princess Magogo Stadium in Kwamashu rather than the much larger Moses Mabhida Stadium, after ongoing work at the latter venue was not completed in time. Kaiser Chiefs sit joint top of the Betway Premiership table with 7 points from their opening 3 matches. They beat Kruger United and Sekikun United before being held to a 1-1 draw by Mamelodi Sundowns. Richards Bay, by contrast, have collected only 2 points from a possible 9, drawing twice and losing once, and will be desperate to use home advantage to end that run against one of the country's biggest clubs. Match preview. Richards Bay's start to the 2026-27 campaign has been defined by missed opportunities rather than outright poor performances. They opened with a 2-1 home defeat to Polokwane City, followed that with a 1-1 draw against Chippa United, and were then held 1-1 by Durban City in a KwaZulu-Natal derby. That result left both sides still searching for a first win of the campaign. Head coach Ronnie Gabriel, promoted to the role for the first time this season after several years as an assistant at the club, has pointed to the underlying structure of his team's performances rather than the results themselves. For us, I feel the offensive structure has been good, the defensive structure has been good, Gabriel said this week. We have been pressing the right lines. We are on the right track in terms of individual performances or individual efforts, we are happy with it. Gabriel specifically referenced the Durban City draw as evidence that his side's defensive shape has been sound even when results have not gone their way. He added that Richards Bay will take the positives from their opening 3 fixtures into the visit of Amakasi rather than dwell on the lack of victories. Kaiser Chiefs, meanwhile, arrive with the platform of 2 wins and a draw and the confidence of a side that has largely dictated matches so far this season. Their attacking output was boosted significantly by the arrival of Langeliel Feely from Stellenbosch. Feely scored against Sundowns within his opening month at the club and has quickly become a fixture in de Cruz's forward line. Chiefs did suffer a setback in the MTN 8, losing 1-0 to Golden Arrows in the quarter-final earlier this month. That exit has at least freed up their schedule, and they head to KwaZulu-Natal on the back of a 10-day break with a fully rested squad, aside from a lengthy list of absentees at left-back. Wednesday's venue switch could prove significant. 2026, how former Kaiser Chiefs striker Bernard Parker can make history next week. TS Galaxy interim coach Bernard Parker will hope to make a piece of Nedbank Cup history when he leads the team in the 2026 final against Durban City at the Peter Mokaba Stadium next Saturday. Parker was placed in caretaker charge of the side after the club parted ways with Adnan Beganovic on Thursday, despite the fact the Bosnian coach had led them to the Nedbank Cup decider. Unless there is a swift permanent appointment, Parker will lead Galaxy in the final and hope to become the first person to win the Nedbank Cup as both a player and a head coach since it was first played in its current guise in 2008. The former Kaiser Chiefs and Bafana striker is no stranger to final glory and already has a special place in Nedbank Cup history. He scored the winning goal for Chiefs in the 2013 decider as they defeated SuperSport United in extra time. It was a special goal too, as he fired the ball into the back of the net from all of 25 yards. He picked up the ball and, as he drove towards the box, shot low into the bottom right corner beyond Ronwen Williams in the SuperSport goal. Parker kept playing until he hung up his boots at TS Galaxy at the end of the 2023-24 season, his 16th season as a professional. He featured in 28 Nedbank Cup games, 21 of them starts, over his career and scored 3 goals. His other strikes came for Chiefs against Lamontville Golden Arrows in 2018 and Chippa United in 2019. He played for Chiefs in the 2019 Nedbank Cup final against, ironically, Galaxy, when the then second-tier side stunned the Amakasi with a 1-0 victory. Parker has therefore tasted both victory and defeat in the final already. Speaking last month, Parker was confident Galaxy could go all the way in the Nedbank Cup this season and that his experience would help the side. TS Galaxy came out victorious in that 2019 final at Moses Mabhida Stadium. It's just the magic of the Nedbank Cup, and surprises will always come up, Parker said. For us, it's about how you deal with the moment and how you manage the game within the moment. Unfortunately, then I was on the losing side, but this time around I want to be on the winning side as a coach, to get the Nedbank Cup winning medal as a coach, which I know is possible and I believe is possible. As far as I remember, only Macbeth Malangu, our centre-back, was part of that squad in 2019. The rest of the guys are fairly new, and they haven't tasted success yet with TS Galaxy. The main importance for us as a club is to make sure that we can repeat history. From my experience as a former player, bringing that to the players will assist a lot. It's also about making sure the senior players take charge of the game, control certain moments and enhance the moments that can help us win the match. Opinion: De Cruz's mixed messages are not helping Kaiser Chiefs. Kaiser Chiefs news today: a Makasi star defended, De Cruz reeling in pain, transfer updates and more. Recent Kaiser Chiefs news in the last 24 hours, including Kevin Johnson defending Kosingafile Kobo after recent struggles, why De Cruz is disappointed, and more. We're home. Sekikun United, 19H30, FNB Stadium. Free parking for the first 300 Toyotas. Let's go Amakasi Nation, hashtag Toyota Zone, hashtag KC Toyota, hashtag what it means, hashtag Amakasi for life, pic.twitter.com/HMR5VTJED7. Kaiser Chiefs, at Kaiser Chiefs. August 12, 2026. We sat down and discussed what we need to discuss, what we need to improve, what we need to get better at. We looking forward not, only, to Wednesday, hopefully we can turn things back to how we want it to be. Kaiser Chiefs defender Reeve Frosler has called on the team to, pic.twitter.com/LP8V5QTDPC. South Africa: Aiden McCarthy's Champions League dream is still alive. Smiling face with heart eyes soccer ball. The former Kaiser Victory Hand Chiefs defender is one step closer to Europe's biggest stage after his Sabah FK side stunned Danish champions AGF Aarhus with a commanding 4-0 home win, progressing 5-2 on aggregate. Fire. Onkobo needs to improve. Former Kaiser Chiefs head coach Kevin Johnson has weighed in on the debate surrounding Kosingafile Onkobo's performance against Golden Arrows. Onkobo missed two crucial opportunities before being substituted in the 62nd as the men in gold and black exited the MTN 8 at the quarterfinal stage at FNB Stadium on Sunday. He just needs to learn to have ice in his veins. Former Kaiser Chiefs head coach Kevin Johnson has weighed in on the debate surrounding Kosingafile Onkobo's performance against Golden Arrows. When I was there at Kaiser Chiefs, I always said Mshini is a very good player. He just needs to learn to have ice in his veins, especially at the right moment, Johnson tells Kickoff. In such situations on the pitch, you've got to be calm. You have to know what is happening around you, like all the top players like Lionel Messi, Erling, Haaland, Jude Bellingham do when they are in those positions. They know what to do in those conditions. He needs to improve his surroundings in those positions because when he is not on those positions, he makes good passes, he dribbles, but in the scoring areas. He needs to calm himself, and have ice in his blood. He needs to improve his awareness once in goal-scoring positions. He needs to score. He's always shown promising signs. Why De Cruz is disappointed. Kaiser Chiefs head coach Fernando De Cruz has maintained a positive attitude despite his charges suffering first-round elimination in the MTN 8 quarterfinals this past weekend. The Glamour Boys were knocked out of the competition after going down 1-0 to Golden Arrows at FNB Stadium, having made a return to Wafa after a 2-year hiatus. After opening the Betway Premiership with a 3-1 win over rookies Kruger United, the French tactician tasted his first defeat as Chiefs coach. We wanted to go further in this tournament and we are. Kaiser Chiefs ladies extend flawless run with thumping win. Kaiser Chiefs ladies solidified their top spot in the Gauteng Sesol Women's Provincial League with a commanding 3-0 win against Northwest University at Naturena Village on Saturday.